Good Tuesday morning, everybody. Chris Allen with your weather podcast for this April 30th, the last day of the month. That's right. We're closing out April today, and looks like we're going to be closing it out warm, finally warm, as we're supposed to be this time of the year. 72 was our official high temperature yesterday in Bowling Green. 73 is where we're supposed to be, so we were just 1 degree off. 52 was our low, and we should be at 50. Now, 1 year ago, we had a high of 86 and a low of 59 back in 2012. Of course, no rainfall past 24 hours, a good-looking day once we got rid of the clouds and the fog yesterday. So we're ending the month of April and knowing there's not going to be any rain today at 6.7 inches of rainfall for the month. Now, that's not even in the top 10. The 10th wettest April was back in 1932, and we had 7.21 inches. And back in 2011 was the second wettest April at 10.35 inches. So we ended at 670. That's still a surplus of about 2.5 inches above normal. So it was a wet April and a cool April on top of that. But we actually ended up, not counting today, but through yesterday, the average high temperature was 58.2 degrees. If you factor in the highs, the lows, then you average it all out, we equaled 58.2 degrees, which is 0.7 degrees above normal. So almost a degree above normal, even though it felt cool and chilly pretty much the entire month of April. So those are the numbers, and looks like we're going to end up, at least today, on the warm side. It will be sunny, will be warmer, and we're looking for a high this afternoon around 81 degrees thanks to a southeast wind at 5. Tonight, clear, mild, overnight low at 57. Not too much in the way of fog this morning. There's a little bit of patchy, dense fog in a few areas, not as bad as it was yesterday morning. Really not anticipating that much in the way tonight as the skies are clear, but the cool, wet ground is starting to warm up, so that means a little bit less in the way of fog. Now for Wednesday, the first day of May, we're looking at a beautiful day, mostly sunny, even warmer, with a high of 83. Low though, is when our Central Plains system begins to make its way toward the Mississippi River Valley. And with that, look for an increasing cloud cover over the area. And by late day into Thursday evening, 40% chance of a shower or thunderstorm and 78. Now that front isn't in a hurry to go anywhere, and as a matter of fact, looks to be with us all through the Derby weekend. So if you're planning on going to Kentucky Oaks or the Kentucky Derby itself at Churchill Downs, this weekend is going to be unsettled and cooler, as I alluded to yesterday in the podcast. Friday, we'll see a high of 67 and a 50-50 chance of showers. Same for Saturday, 62, Derby day, a little bit rainy. Not a washout at this point, but my concern, and I guess if you hear a little reservation in my voice, it's only because the last two rain events that we've had, the one a few days ago and then the one last week, both computer forecast models on both of those events really underestimated the amount of rain that we were going to get. And that's my concern, is that with a slow-moving front, ripples of low pressure riding along the front, we could end up with a lot more rain than what we're looking at initially here. So keep that in mind, especially if you're going, with your derby bonnets and hats and all that kind of stuff, getting all dressed up for the Derby. And remember, you can't take umbrellas into Churchill Downs for safety reasons. So you'll need to, dress appropriately for rain if it rains. Not saying it'll rain during the Derby, fastest 2 minutes in sports, but around it, certainly, it's possible. Now, Sunday, we continue with a 40% chance of showers and 66, and then Monday, another chance of a shower thunderstorm at 40% and a high of 69. So it is going to cool down. It's not going to get cold, but it is going to get cooler as we get into the weekend and even the beginning of next week, and continued unsettled. But today, tomorrow, and actually much of Thursday, enjoy the dry, warmer weather while you can. All right, that's going to do it for this edition of the podcast. God bless as always, and thank you so much for listening. Know the weather before it knows you. Have a great day, and I'll see you live at 5:30 on AM Kentucky.